I'm JoTomo, and welcome to Joe's Bay Corner, a show on Tomovision about all things Beyblade. I've been feeling kinda blue lately. Not in a sad way though, the opposite actually. It must be these mysterious blue Beyblades that showed up at my doorstep. It seems we have a remake of a classic with Dranzer S, and something new with Night Shield. Let's take a look at the latest from an exciting new generation, Beyblade X. In today's blue-themed episode of Joe's Bay Corner, we're going to be looking at two booster packs from Beyblade X. These are a little smaller than the start sets that come with launchers, and they're a little cheaper because of that. So these are a great way to build your collection on a budget, especially if you don't need spare launchers. Surprise! We're also going to be looking at the BX11 launcher grip for Beyblade X. Let's open Night Shield first. Of course, with my trusty blue box cutter. Oh, before I open it, here's what the back of the box looks like. I really like this teal color that they used for the bit. Let's get this open. First impressions, Night Shield feels a little heavier than Wizard Arrow. Makes sense for a defense type. This ratchet, 380, is the same height as Wizard Arrow's, with the main difference being it has 3 points instead of 4. I'm curious to see how differently these perform in battle. We'll find out soon when my stadium gets here. And the bit, Needle. I'm curious if we're going to see something in Beyblade X similar to WD or Wide Defense from Metal Fight. This needle bit is definitely getting there. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty awesome looking bay. It reminds me a lot of this mini disc that I have in my collection. It's standing perfectly still. That's pretty cool. You may have heard that this time around, defensive bits and stamina bits have actually changed roles. Because of the emphasis on attack this generation, being in the center of the stadium, which is something a stamina type bit would do, is actually pretty dangerous if you don't have a heavy build with high burst resistance. This change to the meta of Beyblade is probably going to be one of many that we're going to see in the future, and I'm excited to see what that means. So, that was Night Shield 380N, Beyblade X's first defensive type. I think the blue suits it pretty well. Next up, let's look at Dranzer Spiral 380T, a remake of the classic Beyblade from Bakuten Shoot, aka the plastic generation. First impressions, this box art is super striking. I think it might actually be a replica of the original's box art. And of course, if you didn't know, this Beyblade was made to celebrate Beyblade's 25th anniversary. Here's what the back of the box looks like. Notice that this is the only Beyblade X bay so far that comes with stickers. Takara Tomy seems to generally be going for a stickerless aesthetic in this first round of Beyblade X bays. So this is cool to see. Sorry, Seaborg. So here we have the taper bit. This is our first attack type bit. A detail to note about these is that this area on the bit is thicker on the attack types and thinner on the defense and stamina types. This is your burst resistance. Of course, the attack types are going to need higher burst resistance as they're going to be constantly thrashing around the stadium. It's a thoughtful way to balance the meta for Beyblade X. And once again, we have the 380 ratchet, this time in a solid blue color. And this gorgeous blade, Dranzer Spiral. And here's Dranzer S with all the stickers on. Looks fantastic. Out of all the Beyblade X bays we've looked at so far, Dranzer S is the one I'm most excited to try out in the stadium when that gets here. Can't wait to show you guys the high energy, frenetic battles that are unique to Beyblade X, thanks to its stadium and Beyblade designs. And here's Beyblade X's launcher grip. As you can see through these see-through holes, there could be expansions to this launcher grip in the future. This part of the grip detaches, maybe making room for customization. Now I'll demonstrate the new locking system for Beyblade X. It's extremely simple. You just find the side of the launcher that you want to lock it into, and it will have this little well. And you line it up with this outward part on the grip. Slide it in. Pull back this open tab back here, and it'll lock into place. Here's what the completed launcher looks like. And here's my crusty childhood Dranzer S to compare with. I'd say it's a pretty accurate recreation. The bit beast in particular is like spot on. If this is the quality that Takara Tomi's going for with these 25th anniversary remakes, this is a pretty stellar start. And I can't wait to see what's next. Just for fun, here's Seaborg for size comparison. And my even crustier Dranzer F. So, final thoughts. Of course I can't speak on how they perform in battle as I don't have a stadium yet, but the build quality is fantastic and aesthetically these are just so gorgeous. Simple but effective. Enjoy these simpler designs while they last, as I'm sure Beyblade X designs are going to get more and more complicated as we get further into Beyblade X, just like every previous generation. For example, look at how Pegasus has evolved over the years. There's a reason so many people are excited about Beyblade X, and I don't think it's just hype. These are clearly a labor of love. They're quality products. And hopefully all of the care and attention that Takara Tomy is giving Beyblade X in Japan can spread around to the rest of the world. The future of Beyblade X is only getting more and more thrilling with each unboxing. So, what did you think of today's lovely blue beys? Is there a Beyblade you would like to get a special color variant? Leave a comment and let me know. I personally would love an orange variant of Dranzer. As always, thanks for tuning into this episode of Joe's Bay Corner. And until next time, aim high and shoot for the stars.